This is the abandoned house where we've been using the train. It's all dilapidated. We checked on a GIS survey. Somebody owns it, but they live over by Raleigh, Durham. Anyway, um, so these are the tracks. Well, it looks like. Okay, so here's one right here. Okay, these are probably better. Okay, so here's one right here. This thing is massive. Look, this is my foot. I'm a size 9.5. This thing is absolutely massive. Here's another one, smaller one. Here's another one that turned to the side. This is the big one that turned to the side. Look at that. There's a smaller one. Here's even the smaller one. Just check at the smaller one at my foot size. Here's another massive one. Look at the size of that. Anyway, so there was one here, but I think somebody came by and messed it up. It's right there. There's some change in angles. All right, so got his property over here, and then they went from here. There was like I don't know if they were running from a car and then turned back around. Oh yeah, here's some more footprints. They turned back around, ran across the road, ran up this hill. So they ran up the hill and then into the woods there. That's curmudgeoned. They were like shuffling around here because there was like a truck or something that came through, and one of them ran up this way. They went from there up through here and then crushed the tree as they ran through it. You can see they grabbed this bark maybe to jump over or something, but they went through there, or maybe through here. I can't tell, like, because it looks like this branch is broken off here. So, but they were running towards the woods, and I believe they live in this area. Or they came up here and they were migrating through. At one point, it looks like they tried to climb up the tree. This broke off. This is probably the small one. Tried to grab onto the tree with his fingers. Try to climb up there. But there was also a truck that went. If you look at this tracks, there's a truck that came along here, a large truck, and it looks like it kind of like veered along this side to avoid something. And I don't know if the truck broke these off, but I mean, it looks like there was downward pressure in that first one, like it tried to climb up the tree, like put its foot on it. I mean, there's another footprint. This is the smaller one. All right. Oh my God, they came back. Or no, they didn't. All right. So these are all mangled, and look at that one. It's twisted off. It was twisted off. And here's the tire tracks of some giant truck, because this is supposedly a tree farm, right? And they got all this mud, so they've recently been here. But I came back here like a month ago because there was this beeping, but it turned out to be from another house on a single wide on my RV park. But if you look down here, there's a bunch of indentions in the tall grass where they ran. So, I mean, there was clearly a bunch of them. That's a slide. So it looks like there was some huge scuffle. Oh. And they ran through here, obviously, at some point. Smashed up these trees with their feet. They got broken off branches here. And then they got this gate at the edge of the tree farm, but it used to be a road for housing. And there's 2 abandoned houses back there. There's 2 abandoned houses back there. And then there's this driveway that's also got a gate across. And then right at the 2 driveways, there's a hunting stand that sits up 20 feet on an embankment 10 feet up. And it's facing the 2 roads. And I went back there when that gate wasn't closed like a month ago. I went back there, and they had 2 more hunting stands that were 20 feet up that were facing the power line, the large power line access way. And yesterday we heard some whoops and calls as we were leaving. But yeah, that's one of the power line accesses that runs through there where the hunting stand is. And these are the woods. In this direction is where my RV is, like probably like a quarter of a mile down that way. And look, this is the calamity from whatever took place. And they've clearly been here for a while, because I'll show you where they came onto the abandoned property, and they have all these marker edges to not pass, which is probably why these properties are abandoned in the first place. They've probably been here for a while. I just never noticed before. And that, that's the tree where they obviously stepped on it and broke it. And this is all pretty new because the wood's still yellow. Eric? Alright. Alright, so you got trees down all over the place here. This is the vacant house. It's not abandoned. Somebody owns this property. But I mean, it is abandoned. I mean, it's just vacant. And I think whoever lived here, they were a family, and they probably got scared out because of the Sasquatch, or maybe some government institution was like, yeah, we want you to get out of here, because it's just strange that it's a tree farm. Look, that's on he's on our property. I think that's a left foot, because it looks like the big toe's farther there. Let's see if there's another one. Oh yeah, here's the opposite direction. So there's another one. And there's a bunch in the grass too. But they also have spots where the grass is pushed down from their feet. Oh yeah, here's one. It's kind of hard to see. But there's one. There was a really good one yesterday. It's getting dark, so it's not as good. But here's one. Let's see if I can see a better one. There were some in the yard. Let me see if I can see them. Here's one. Okay, there's one. There's one. And there's a bunch of tear up in the... Oh, there's one. He's even got a toe mark. This area is kind of dried out, so it's not as good. It's like caked over time. And there's the back of the house. But this is the edge of the property. It's lined off everywhere. Like, do not pass. And there are all these bent trees. Alright? Knocked over trees, bent trees, do not pass. Lined off, barrier. This one was pushed out of the way. Okay? Now, those are knocked down and bent over. Some kind of rubble back there. I mean, there's been humans back here and there, because there's some more recent stuff, but that's like that. Here, there was one that was literally bent down at the stalk. Okay, so you got that. Where is it at? It's not here. Where the heck is it? Oh, this is it. Okay. So somebody took this and went and bent it down. And we're not vandalizing their property or anything. We were just jogging around and using the carport with a tarp down for like doing calisthenics and stuff like that. So yeah, there's another one. Look at all these trees bent down. It's like a do not pass sign. This one's knocked over. Oh, it's knocked over, and then there's two knocked over above it. Look, that's knocked over, and then there's two knocked over above it, and then this one's broken off 6 feet up. Bunch of trees down, bent over. Oh yeah, there's one over here that's broken 12 feet up. Yeah, and the weird thing is, I've been here for a long time, more than a year, at the RV park, and never heard the weird noise. We came here and noticed this shit yesterday, and all of a sudden heard weird noises. We went over in these paths that we walk sometimes, or at least my brother does on the other side, near the RV park, and there was a bunch of signs of them over there too, and we heard a whoop, or like a or something like that, like over on the other side, like don't come back here, as we started walking back further towards the electrical path. Where is this tree? Alright, so there's a tree that's broken 12 feet up. Yeah, I gotta find it real quick. Second. Now I can't see it. It's getting dark too. It's making a pain in the ass. See if I can fucking locate it. Gosh darn it. Of course, when you're looking for it, you can't find it. Eric! Was that you? Oh, there's one. That's only 6 feet up, but there was one that was broken 12 feet up. I don't see the one broken 12 feet up. But look, you can see all these broken ones here in this path. They broke them as they went. And there's a bunch knocked down back there, or like at least bent. And on the other side, there's a bunch of trees that grow sideways, where you could tell that they were knocked down early, and then the branch grew up as the stem. and then they fall over when they get high enough because the roots are bent. And they look like bulbs or something. It's weird. Oh, shit. Where is that at? Let me see if I can go back here further and see if I notice it. I thought it was right here. I can't find it anymore. It's like it's gone. Well, it's either too dark or it's gone. And that's crap, because that was pretty fascinating that there was a tree that was broken and V'd down 12 feet up. So, anyway, I think I did a pretty good job of illustrating the weird anomalies here. I mean, if you think it's absolute BS, that's on you, but I didn't make this up, and this is what it is. And you're like, oh, well, that just looks like blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. This does not look. Here, look. There's even toe marks right there. Look at that. Toe marks. Yeah. Anyway, all right, that's it.